Good afternoon, Ms. Shah and everyone. Today I'll be sharing how we utilize project-based learning, or commonly known as PBL, how child development how the child development is happening through our 3 days nature exploration activities that prepared by us. So what is project-based learning? So project-based learning is actually a very powerful teaching approach that aids children to gain real knowledge and experience through engaging in real-life experiences. Such as when we talk about nature-based activities, it is basically a real-life experience. We create activities like nature patterns, such as like animal movement. So it is basically a real-life experience they are going to gain. And then for the second one, in our project, children are actually working closely with all the educators from planning out the activities to carry out the activities throughout the 3 days. And then together they also explore the mother nature and engage in hands-on experiences that they actually truly spark their curiosity, such as how actually the sky is blue, how the grass is long, this grass is short. So this activity actually will spark their curiosity. And then for the next one, so the entire learning journey, we actually focuses on 3 key stages, which is planning, exploring, and presenting. And through this approach, we also observe that there's growth in teamwork, creativity, and hands-on experiences. So we all wonder why we choose the theme nature. So nature actually gives the young children the learning opportunity, the best learning opportunities basically. So the first point that why we choose nature theme is, nature offers unpredictable and real-world challenges that sharpen adaptability and resilience, such as during that day, let us say like there's a storm or unfortunate weather. So the children will eventually know what is the second activity I can do. Let's say on that day they are in the garden, so they will actually think, what can I do rather than being in the garden? What else I can do with nature? And the second one, outdoor setting reduces stress, enhancing emotional regulation and focus in young children. So in classroom, they might feel there's a pressure with their other kids, such as, oh, Ritya is doing better, I'm not doing better. But when they are doing this project, they are exploring out. It is like they are the leadership of their activity. And for the third one, nature encourages open-ended questions, sparking curiosity and deeper exploration. This point basically let us say like Ritya is a kid, she's asking me questions like, teacher, why is the rock is sinking? Why is the grass is long? Why is this flower is red in color? Why is this flower yellow in color? So it basically sparks their curiosity. Why is this such? And for the fourth point, nature nurtures creativity, namely by giving children the freedom to explore. So when you are out of the classroom setting, you are free to do whatsoever you want to do with nature. You don't have a barrier there except there's a hazard sign or something. But if there's no hazard sign, you're free to do anything like plucking the flower or touching the grass, some sort of things like that. And then for nature offers opportunities for children to create art that involve both fine and gross motor skills. When I say fine motor skill, 2 to 3 of our activities involve fine motor skill, where the kid will actually tear the leaves and then patch it. So it is like a collage making activity. And gross motor skills such as animal movement activity, where they will hop, where they will jump, and produce a lot of sounds like crow and such as like that. So how nature play helps children grow and develop. So physically, nature actually develop the physical abilities like body coordination and balance total fitness through specific movement body activities, such as they are jumping, let's say it's an activity like you have to act like a bird, so they are just flapping, so it's like the gross motor skill. We are actually promoting gross motor skills. And for the intellectually or cognitively, they discover open-ended questions and they have this curiosity, as I explained on the previous slide, like why is this such, what does it mean like that. And for the socially, when you are working as a group or even as just individual, you tend to talk with your peers or communicate with your teacher. Through group activities, you actually increase the social interaction and also develop the language skills as well. So social interaction is our main key in this project. And for the next point, children can grow in independence and resilience as they navigate challenges, nature developing and adaptability, decision making and perseverance. So when they are doing their activity, they are basically doing it independently. Like even though there's a children's center, there's also teacher aid, but we are going to move a bit backward and let them explore what is nature independently. Like they are like freely to go and explore what is on the ground, what is on the sky, without any barriers, with a proper guidance.
What is Permata curriculum? And the Permata curriculum serves Malaysia's developmental on the early childhood learning approach, which targets the complete growth of children aged from birth to 4 years old. So through its approach, the curriculum promotes learning activities that center around child participation and focus and conceptual understanding sought from parents. So for the curriculum exercise development areas of focus, the first is language communication and early literacy. This area is focused on helping children develop the ability to express themselves verbally and non-verbally. This includes the helping communication, understanding and using language to communicate, expanding our vocabulary and learning skills and listening skills. So the second is early mathematics and logical thinking. This area is includes vaccine mathematical concepts. Now children will learn to recognize basic numbers and the patterns, understand the shapes, size and measurements, and also can develop their logical thinking and reasoning. So for physical, the third is physical and psychomotor development. The teacher will support children to find and grow motor skills, coordination and body control. That includes the activities may include the running, jumping, drawing, and cutting. So the fourth is sensor and understanding of the world. So the children learn through their five senses and are encouraged to explore the environment. So for example, the observing natures or the animals and also the objects. So the five is creativity and perseverance. This area is focused on nature, their imagination. So like can engaging the role playing and storytelling and can understand the shape, exploring the sounds, textures, colors, and the shapes. So the last one is personality, social, emotional, and spiritual development. This area is focused on the character to building and social emotional well-being. So this includes the building self-confidence and learning empathy. So for our nature-based project match, the tomato curriculum framework aims to involve and engage students through sensory learning experience for increased incentives. So our activities use tomato sex skills to support students complete development of language skills together with science proficiencies and physical activities and social interests. And also children using nature as a learning environment and projects, practice thinking abilities and emotional experience skills, which align with the mother
So the next part I will talk about it. So there are 6 key aspects of Mata curriculum. So the first one is active interaction and communication. So children, they need an active interaction and communication within their peers also, so that they can develop their language and then the way how they talk to everyone. And then other than that, the children like to talk in fun way, like hey la, hi la, how are you la? So they will talk like that. So like teacher, we will be observing the child, like okay, how they are talking. Are they talking in respectful way, or like are they talking rude? If they talk rude, means we as a teacher need to encourage the children. So that's the first one. The second one is empowering children. So children, they like to do like works like writing blogs, and then they want to do independently. They don't want the teacher to help them. And then for example, like Pei, she wants to zip her bag, for example, but she could not zip her bag, but she tried to zip her bag for 3 times. But after that, she came to me, teacher, can you like zip my bag for me? And then I asked her, like, did you try and zip your bag? And then she told, yes teacher, I tried 3 times. And then she told, okay, then I will help her. So at least she tried to zip her bag for 3 times. That means like she tried. If for other works also, she will try to do first, and then only she will come to me and ask about it. And then the third one is independent learning. So independent learning, children learn problem solving skills. For example, like as a teacher, we are giving a puzzle work for them. And then they will like, okay, how do we do without the teacher's guidance? So first, teacher will be standing like this and observing the kid, like, okay, are they doing properly? Like, can they like put the puzzle on topic properly? Is it like a fit one? No. So some children, they need like guidance for them. Some of them like, okay, I can do it teacher, I can do it alone. So some of them can do it, but some of them cannot. So as teacher, we need to provide support for them. So as a puzzle, it's a good problem solving skills for them, so that they can use their mind to do the problem solving skills. And then for the fourth is learning through play. So the most effective learning for children occurs in meaningful and age-appropriate play activities, which also bring enjoyment to the process. So learning through play. Learning through play is like learning makes fun for them. And then it helps the children to grow socially, emotionally and cognitively. So other than that, as an example, I am giving another example, like pretend play, like role play. So we are having a pretend restaurant. Like okay, as an example, Priya is the waiter and Pei is the customer. And I am the cashier and Chef is our fish. So Pei and Priya. So Priya is the waiter and Pei is the customer. So they are having a social interaction. Like example, as Priya is asking for Pei, what do you want food? Do you want any food? Do you want? And then Priya don't tell anything. She was just waiting for her to respond. So example is the Pei is talking and Priya is listening what she telling, so that she can take note about it. And then the next one is stimulation of mind and interest. This is my favorite part, because as a teacher, we will ask children a lot of questions. But now in this generation, children are asking a lot of questions to teachers. Even the teachers cannot even understand the question also. Because children, they have a lot in their mind also. So it's like, what is this teacher? What we are using this? But for example, a teacher, she started to teach a story, which is about rain. And then after the story finished, she asked the children, why is it rain are important? And then the children, all of the children started to give like, teacher, why like this rain, like this rain? They all like give a lot of answer ideas. And then one more child, teacher, what is rain? And then the teacher started to explain rain. And then another child like, teacher, can you answer for my question? And then the teacher like don't understand what is the question also. So that's why stimulation of mind and literacy are important for the students, because children, they like having their mind like very distracted, like asking a lot of question. They are very curious in you also. And then the last part is monitoring children's abilities and potentials. Like the process of observing individual learning needs together. So, as a teacher, we will be observing all the children, each of the children, so that we can get to know what is their abilities. And then like they have skills. Each of the children have one skills. And then for example for Priya, she likes drawing. I was observing her. So as a teacher, I observe her like, okay, Priya loves learning, like drawing arts and then like coloring. And then so the next week, I include her like art-based learning for her. Like a lot of art painting, like drawing and painting, so that she can develop her skills. For the future, she can like maybe become an artist she wants, or maybe become like an artist like she can like sell all her arts to the global, like that. So that's all for me. So I'll pass to Vish.
Okay. The sixth domain of development in the mother curriculum. For the first one is language, communication, and literacy development. So children can be able to learn the new vocabulary, like when they're speaking, chatting and talking with their friends, or asking questions, listening, everything. So they will be able to learn the new vocabulary or words like in their daily life, like talking and reading. So for the second one is early mathematics and logical thinking. So in this domain, they can develop their mathematical thinking and also can do the exercise like from 1 plus 1 equals. 1 plus 1 is still like every day they can solve the mathematics questions and also can develop the problem solving skills through hands-on nature-based experience. Okay. The third one is senses and understanding of the world. So like in our lesson plan, we will let children to see and touch the grass and flower. So they will be able to recognize the different types of flowers or any plants, and they can feel it. Which one? Some of the plants, when they touch, will feel like itchy. Yeah. So this can support to exploration of nature and early scientific concepts. For the fourth is physical and psychomotor development. Okay. Like this one, they can walk around the garden or anything. They can play also. They can run also in the garden to explore more plants, and also can telling your friends like, how we go see that color? Yeah, like that. So this can develop their gross motor skills, and also fine motor skills is when they doing the collage making artwork. They can use their finger and glue to paste the leaf on the artwork. Yeah. For the tip is creativity and aesthetic value. So children can explore and express their imagination, and when they doing the artwork or any activity, so they can use many types of flowers with different colors and to create their satisfy the artwork in their mind. So the last one is personality. So social, emotional, and spiritual development. Like during the activity, children can develop values and social awareness by learning respect. Like maybe they run around like hit people, hit their friends, and they say sorry, I don't mean it. So you forgive me later. So they would respect their friends and also ask for forgive that. Then they also can learn like teamwork, maybe like oh, you have the power so much, get it, and then people are like, oh, no, I know how to get it, I bring you to know then, and then like can develop their relationship, friendship,
So for the holistic learning, we have chosen 3 domains, which is language, communication, and early literacy development, early maths and logical thinking development, and also senses and understanding of the world that was learned. So for the language and communication, our activity name is scavenger nature hunt. So basically, this activity is all about kids. We will give them like a checklist, and then the checklist will be full of all the nature elements such as bird, butterfly, grass, flowers, rocks, frogs, what is nature is called is in the checklist. And then whenever they see one of the nature elements in the checklist, they will have to tick, and then they will put it on their basket. So it is basically they will be collecting, they will like exploring down on the grass what is there and what is here, and then they will be like, okay, I found this, and then I will tick what is on the thing. And then after all the requirement is ticked, or whether they miss out or something, on the end of the activity, the teacher will ask them, what is this color, what do you do with this, what are the characteristics of a frog. They can tell like frog hops, frog croaks, and butterfly flies, it's colorful, this flower is not too good smell, this flower is good smell, this grass is long, this grass is like unique shape. So they tend to explore through the scavenger hunt. And the skills developed is vocabulary development, as we can see on this checklist. So there's a lot of nature elements which they might face it beforehand or during the activity. So their vocabulary is getting developed there. And then the expressive and descriptive language. So on the third part of the activity, they are allowed to tell stories. For an example, they are telling stories based on the flower. So they're like, this flower is my favorite, this flower is my favorite color, purple. So they are able to express, and they are also able to answer the questions from the teacher. So expressive and descriptive language are developed in this activity. For the second one, nature patterns. So nature patterns is more into like logical thinking. So this activity, children are going to collect like a few grass and rocks. So teacher will tell them, okay, I'm going to arrange this into a pattern. Let's say grass, rock, and they are given a label A, B, A, B. And then teacher will actually change the label, like for an example, B, A, B, A. Will the children able to recognize the pattern? So this activity is all about it. So the skills that is getting developed here is pattern recognition and creation, and sequencing and classification and logical reasoning. Why the sequencing and classification? Because when the grass and rock are getting on the line, so the kids are acknowledging that yes, it should be like grass, rock, not suddenly grass, rock, flower. That will come under another pattern questions. So for the logical reasoning, they are actually thinking, and they're actually like telling themselves, is this a correct sequence? Is this a sequence that teacher is giving me? AB should be like grass and rock, not grass and flower. So for the third activity, it's my favorite activity, sound, Nature's Little Symphony. Basically, it's a sound hunt. So the skills developed is sound classification. On this activity, we will bring the children out to the garden, and then we will let them to explore the sound. So it will be like, let's say it's a nature sound. They are hearing a frog is croaking. So immediately, let's say there will be a chart here. So there will be like a frog is coming under natural. And then for this side, unnatural or man-made, they'll put like aeroplane is passing by. So they'll put aeroplane passing by like that. So and the second one, let's say they are putting like they hear a chicken. A chicken is like like that. And then they'll be like, oh, chicken is coming under nature. So they put chicken here. So throughout the activity, they'll explore which is natural and which is man-made. And then for the second one, spatial awareness. So basically when you are exploring the sound, your spatial awareness should be there. So they will like have to be very focused. Is this really man-made? Is this really a nature sound? So that is all about the second part. That's all for this.
So the next slide is about fun learning. So I choose here 3 domains. So the first one is physical and psychomotor development, and I choose the activities garden animal movements. So the first one is gross motor coordination. So why this activity is important for the gross motor coordination? Because if you see here, they are frog and then bee and then boats and ants. So for the children, it will be very interesting for them. So it's about animals. So they're like, okay, I want to be a frog. And then they will like sit at the ground. So as a teacher, we also will sit at the ground and then we will be hopping like a frog. So that's an activity for the children. It's like a physical activity. So the second one is understanding animal behaviors by body or movement imitation. So why body? Because if you're like, okay, for an ant, how did the ant move? Like it will crawl, but for that it will be walking only. For us it will be crawling only. But for the frog, you'll be hopping. And then like some activity for cheetah. If an animal like cheetah means we need to run. So the children like need to imitate like the cheetah, like they need to run. Or like hand jogging also. So and then the second one is creativity and aesthetic development. For this activity I choose nature fetch magic. Because this fine motor skill will be helpful for the children. Because they can go and find some leaves or a grass and then a flower. And then after that, we can take a piece of paper and then we can ask them to just paste it. But we need to use like a fingers also because they can paste it within the space or not. And then for the flower, like, okay, we have another flower. Like example is a bunga raya or it's a rose. So we use that flower, paste it on the paper also can. And then the second one is plant recognition and differentiation. Because for the children, they can like get to know about the flowers and then the grass. Okay, what type of leaf is this? So this one is longer leaves. This one is shorter grass. So they can like tell this. Okay, this is a different leaf. This one different flower. And then the last one is personality, social, emotional, and spirituality development. For this activity, I choose my plants, my kindness for living things. Because for the skills development, spiritual awareness and appreciation for the mother nature. This one is the most important for the children. We can like teach the children how to take care of a plant. And then we can like tell them, okay, can you take the seeds and put on the pot for me? Then they will take the seeds and put on the pot. But as I told before this, they don't want our help. They want to do it independently. Children, they love to do independently. So they take the seeds and put each by one. But we can, as a teacher, we can notice that they are very concentration to the plants because we told, okay, we all need to take care of the plants carefully. So they also taking the seeds and putting on it carefully and taking the water and pouring on top it carefully. And we can notice their face expression like they are very concentration. It's very good. And the last one is eye-hand coordination. As I told, they are taking the seed one by one, and then the eye, we are taking the seed. So they are very concentration towards it. So that's what this. Now I have to finish.
The next one is parental and community involvement in our activity. So like parents can enroll in this activity to develop the relationship between parents and children. Not some of the parents, they are really busy at work, so maybe they have less of time to stay with their children. Yeah. So this parents can help children to collect the leaves and flowers, like collecting materials. Yeah. So they can like have communication like, oh, like, India, do you want this? Do you want this flower? Like that. Yeah. So like parents typically participate during field trips and asking questions and exploring nature with the children I mentioned just now. Yeah. And parents contribute recyclable materials and join workshop to create nature collage or tiny gardens with their child. In our activity, we will also use recyclable materials to like combine it with nature materials so that we can let parents and children who know that this is very important to protect our Earth. Community gardens, environmental business, or even farmers with green thumbs, shared planting, or nature care tips. So like parents, they can tell the children, oh, we want to plant, when we grow the plant, then you need to give water, let the sun to like the plant needs sun, and like tell the children that you need to you need to water your plants every day so that they can grow properly like you. So this is also can let the children to like more believe in their parents. And also eco-centers, nurseries or florists provide materials or sponsor baby nature kits for natural use, and also local volunteers or with interactive seasons on composting, plant care, or carrying the animals through the Nature Heroes program. For the power of engagement, its fitness response and parents and children work towards shared goal, with retaining trust and emotional connect. It also can transform the community into a living classroom where every place and person adds value to learning. So the last one is build policy awareness as children learn empathy, teamwork, and also their responsibility through the hands-on experience of all of the program. For the key benefit for children is they can develop problem-solving skills and also through the real-life challenges like healthcare or nature-based activities, so they can also have gain the responsibility for themselves. It instills civic values by helping children see themselves as a part of the larger community and environment.
So, in conclusion, project academic learning supports students by promoting physical exploration, critical thinking, and creative activities. So, it helps develop problem-solving skills as children investigate real-life topics through play and discovery. So, the cooperative group work and enhance students' social and cognitive skills like language and reading, and the completing textbook self-reliance and self-confidence. And also language skills are developed where children explain their actions and creative ideas to others. And also the hands-on exploration encouragement internships for curiosity and a love for learning. And the educational context connect with real life experience, making learning more meaningful. And the last one is keeping out tricks and active and engaged learning that support holistic development in young children. So that's all for our presentation.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Okay. I think is the next group. We have only 15 minutes.